Hi guys, it's Cindy with Pups and Crochet. Like my new do? Maybe I will do this color. I like it. Okay, well, I have a few things to talk to you about that I wanted to go over with. First, I'm behind on my whips, so I don't have anything to show you yet because I've been busy. I got to go toy shopping today. Freck little Callahan and baby Olivia. Olivia will be here soon. And so I haven't got to go toy shopping in many, many years. So I finally got to go toy shopping. But I can't tell you what it is because it's a surprise. And they'll see. But I did get to go toy shopping. So, other than that, I wanted to talk to you about my squirrel. I was outside and I heard this thumping next door in their garbage can. And I looked down in there and I just saw a milk jug floating around in all the rainwater. Because we have had rain since Sunday when we did the 5 Yarnaholics. We have had rain forever. It has not stopped. And finally today, it stopped. So we had a nice day. And I looked down in there. I saw the milk jug just floating around in there. And then all of a sudden, I just see this little squirrel sticking his head out. He was going under. He couldn't tread the water anymore. I took the can, I flipped it over, I got him out. I laid him in the sun to dry out because he was just so exhausted. Exhausted from treading all that water. I don't know how long he was in there. So I was out there for a couple hours with him and just watching over him and talking to him while he's drying off. He ate his food I gave him. He had corn and nuts and pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds and what was the other one that was in there? Some kind of little seeds that they like. So I get the squirrel mix from Rural King and then I feed them. Otherwise they get cookies or anything I have left over. And especially during the summer when Hoopston comes up here with their sweet corn, which I told you about. So they love that. So instead of putting the corn cobs in the garbage and then digging them out, I just basically save the step, put them by the tree. They eat them. They have a great time. They love it. And then they bounce around all day because they're high on the sweet corn. And I love my squirrels. I love all animals. I was so upset that day that one ran under my car. It killed me. But I was like, for that one doing suicide by car, I saved this one out of the can. So Robert came out looking for me because I wasn't inside anymore because he had off today. So he came outside and I showed it to him. And he picked him up and he carried him over by the tree and he was making his squeaky noise. And the weirdest thing is that as we were doing that, we had squirrels on top of the can holders, you know, where our garbage cans are. They're in a bin. So they're up there watching. They're around the tree, standing down by us on the sides of the tree, watching us. They're around us on the ground, watching us. And just stood there watching this baby squirrel. And I have 2 sets of squirrels that I have every year. I have a set of ones that have a brown tummy and a set of ones that have white tummy. They're 2 different families. The one white tummy one had triplets this year. They're getting ready. Squirrels have their babies. They have them once in the fall, once in the summer, or in the spring. So they have 2 sets every year. And I've always loved my squirrels. And where I used to live before we moved out here, we used to have a wildlife place that we could take them. And one time we had a microburst that went through our yard. It was like a sideswipe of a tornado in Darien. And Excuse me. And it does sound like a train. It really does when a tornado comes through. And so we got lucky and just got sideswiped because we were living on a street that had a lot of land behind a lake. So we would take it knocked one of the trees down. I mean, not quite a few trees down, but luckily our cars were like here. The trees went here, here, across the front, and up on the garage. None of them hit our cars. So we got so lucky. And we went out after it got daytime. The tree that got knocked down had baby squirrels in it. So we took all the baby squirrels, we put them in a towel, we got them over to the wildlife refuge. And whenever you take a wildlife, which I've had plenty that I've taken there, and they will, you put your name in there, and they will send you a card. They will either send a condolence card that the animal could not be saved, or they will send you a card saying it was saved and released back into the wild. So I thought that was awesome. But out here, we don't have a wildlife place to take them. Vets don't deal with wildlife. I can't even find one to deal with Noah because she's an exotic animal to get her nails clipped because they've gotten pretty long. But, you know, I guess birds pretty much deal with themselves, and she cuts them herself. But I would have liked to have got them trimmed. So since I have no place to take the baby squirrel, I sat out there with him and talked to him, and then after he rested for a little bit, he started crawling to the food. He ate the food. He started moving his front paws. Then he started moving his back paws, but just little. I think he was cramping from treading. And he actually squeaked and was squeaking, and then all the little squirrels came around there watching. We put him by the tree, and he was too weak to climb the tree yet. He just wanted to rest still. So we watched him for a while, and then as soon as it got darker, then he was gone. So I think the other squirrels got him up the tree, or he got rested enough where he climbed up by himself. So I will see in the morning when I find him, and we'll see. But so far, he's doing pretty good. And we always called the squirrels, even when the kids were little, we called them Itsy. That was their name, Itsy. I don't know which one of the 7 of them named it Itsy, but it just stuck. We've always called them just Itsy. They're all Itsy. So, excuse me. So anyway, so hoping everything went well. I caught him soon enough. He was breathing. Then when Robert came out, after he came looking for me and he came out and I told him what I was doing, he picked him up, he started, and then he held him and he goes, wow, this is really weird. I've never touched a squirrel. And I'm like, well, he's not going to do anything. He's too tired. He needs help. He's crawling. He needs help. So we carried him by the tree. He sat with his friends. They were watching him. And then he started rolling on his back. He was rolling around like this and stuff. So I think he was finally getting enough strength up. And I think he made it up the tree. So, okay. Now on that, I have some mail I wanted to show you. I got a few things of Happy Mail and a prize that I won. And I also wanted to tell you about this that we got in the mail, which I have not seen in years. A TV guide. Yes, a TV guide. I know the kids probably don't even know what a TV guide and a phone book is, because we did get a phone book too. They wouldn't even know how to use a phone book, I don't think, because they're so used to pulling everything up on their phone. But we did get this TV guide, which I thought was kind of interesting. But NCIS is saying goodbye to Gibbs. Gibbs can't go. He makes NCIS, along with Abby. Abby's the best. And it's just, I didn't get to go through it, but I just wanted to tell you that I got one. Because it's odd. We never get one. It's kind of crazy. So, let me see what I got to show you. Okay. Oh, congrats to all our winners from the 5 Year Honorholics on our live. It was on my channel. Now, I can do a computer like crazy. I know how to run that. And we bought a new laptop so that I can do the 5 Yarnaholics and start doing whatever I need to do on that. But I've never really used a laptop. So trying to figure out how to do picture-into-picture where they can see the wheel go to pick the names was really slow. So for that, I want to thank you for being patient with me. I will get better with this. I will learn how to get everything done. I mean, Connie and Krystal, they helped me get through everything. And now next month is Lisa's turn. So we're gonna see how she does, because she doesn't know how to do it either. So it might be a little slow on her channel too, but hey, you win a prize. I want to thank everybody for coming by and seeing us. It was a lot of fun. And I mean, we've only done it a few times, so hopefully we'll get a lot more viewers and a lot more people watching it, because we do some pretty good prizes. I didn't get through all the prizes that I had because it took me so long. So might be having, something else going on. Okay, so I wanted to show you something that Krystal sent me, which was so sweet. And it has a little egg, because Krystal has been voted. Krystal is the yarny chicken and crazy cat lady. And she has been voted as having, from Joe the gardener, the Garden State gardener, has voted Krystal as having the longest YouTube name. So she sent me this card, and it has a little egg on it too. And look at his little puppies. And it says, "Hi, Cindy. Thank you so much for all the wonderful goodies you sent. It was so very sweet. I made you this for an early Christmas gift. Enjoy. Sincerely, Krystal the yarny chicken and crazy cat lady." And then she put a little cat sticker. He's like a 3D sticker. Isn't he cute? So I was not expecting that. I mean, I enjoyed this card. I'm happy. But inside this little package, she made me a personalized hook. She puts my name on it and then the size of the hook. And she made it in purples and blues, which are my favorite, along with yellow. So thank you, Krystal. I really love that. So that was so sweet. And then from Joe, the gardener, he sent me a sticker, the Garden State gardener. So you need to check him out. He's really good. Krystal is doing wonderful. Krystal, the yarny chicken crazy cat lady, she's doing great on her hooks if you want to order one. She doesn't personalize, so you can tell her what colors you want, anything like that. Connie from Just Another Stitch has released her alien beanie in crocheting pattern. You can go to her Ravelry store and get a copy of it to make your own beanie, which is cool. And Krystal is working on these dragons that are just amazing. I love them. They're so beautiful. So I was on with Joe, and whenever you go on there, you pre-qualify for his giveaways. So you qualify the day before, and then he puts your name on the wheel for Sunday. I was so tired after getting so frustrated with the 5 Yarnaholics. I kind of took a nap, and I slept right through the Sunday. So sorry, Joe, that I missed your live. I'm usually always on there watching you. But one of my friends that I met through the Harvest Moon, and for right now my brain is, ooh, hey, there you go. Sorry, with my camera. Her name is just escaping me right now. I should have wrote it down. I know I should have wrote it down. I forget everything. But anyway. Sorry, I'm trying to get this studied. Okay. Well, she won the prize. And she said to pass it on. You can either take the prize or you can pass it on. Like the one time I was on there, I won a soil tester. And there's a lot of farmers on there that could have really used that soil tester. Opposed from me, where I will be doing a gardening in pots on my back porch. Because we don't really have a lot of land to really do it. And if I do it in the front where I have open spots, there's so many slugs that it's just, I'm just going to do it in pots where I can do it. And if you go to McDonald's or Starbucks, you can ask them to save you the grounds. They will give you a mix of like regular coffee, decaf coffee, cappuccinos, espresso, whatever mix they use, they put in this and they give it to you for free. You just have to ask them. You mix that in your soil and these plants go crazy. I did it right before we moved out here in my backyard in pots, and my tomato plants went crazy. My okra plants went crazy because they sucked up that espresso mix and they were just never ending. But she had won this little felt butterfly, and she, I guess, didn't really do crafts, but it's an ornament kit. And she said she'll pass it on and gave it to me, which I thought was so sweet. And when I won the soil tester, I told Joe to just pass it on to one of the farmers that could use it. So whoever spoke up first that they wanted it, I said just give it to them. So hopefully it went to a good home and it's getting used. So I got that from there, which was, I thought was really sweet. And I'm so sorry that I cannot remember the name, but I will get it. I will remember it, and I will make sure you know. Because first, I just forgot. I have no memory. So, I'm just letting you know that. I did not forget you. I just can't remember it right now. But I will tell you everything. She was one, I won with her on the Harvest Moon. And I know she's a homestead. And I just can't remember. I don't want to give you the wrong name, so I will get back to you on that. Okay, then I got my package in from Ladybird. I had one on a giveaway. And Ladybird loves, she does these beautiful hair ties. So if you're looking for something for Christmas, you might want to talk to her. I'll show you this. So she sent me this little card. It says congratulations, and it's got her little symbol. And she said, Cindy, congrats on winning Kaylina's giveaway. Wanted to give you something a little quirky. Love, Lisa. Enjoy. So she sent me that. And then she sent me this little baggie that had the hair ties in it. And it's a little duck, and he's in a raft. And he says, I can't swim. And it's such a cute little bag. I don't want to ruin it, so I'm putting that on the side. So these are my hair ties. She asked me what colors that I liked. So she made me first my favorite, yellow. But in each one around it, she put little blocks that spell out my name. So you can see here it says C-I-N-D-Y, Cindy, and she did it all the way around it. So that's the hair tie. Okay, then she made me a blue one and a white one. Now these are really pretty, so if you are looking for a Christmas gift, get a hold of her. She's Lisa Ladybird Loves, and she makes these. And then she made me this little, it's like a offish green color, like a yellowish green. It's really pretty. And then she made me this one. And this one has little tails. Isn't it cute? So they can hang down the back of your head. It's so cute. I love it. Thank you, Lisa, so much. And then I got this little baggie. And inside, she gave me 3 of her little stitch markers that she makes. Aren't they cute? They're very light, so they don't pull your stitches. They've got little clasps on them so that you can easily put them on your sewing to mark your way, which was really cute. Thank you so much. And then she snuck this in on me. She gave me 2 of these. And I haven't, I guess this is a brand out in the UK because I haven't heard from it. It's called Wilco Let's Create Double Knit Yarn, 100 grams. Does this thing tell the yardage? It says 100% acrylic, ideal for lightweight blankets, cardigans, jumpers, machine washable, and tumble dry on low. So this is really beautiful. And it says, it's got a little heart and it says, love me, keep me, or bring me back while you have 28 days to return. I would never return it, just so you know. So, I mean, it's really beautiful, but I don't see a yardage, but 100 grams is usually like 300 and something yards. So I got 2. So I'm going to make a very nice sweater for me out of that. And it was really cute. I mean, and it came with this thing, and it's got a sticker of the queen, I guess, on there. She's got a crown on, and it says International Standards, which is really cute. So that's what I had in my box from Ladybird. And I was so excited because she didn't have to do that. And I emailed her and told her that was so sweet. And this is so squishy. On Cindy's Squish Factor, I will give this a 9.5 because it is so soft that if I made a bed out of this, I would sleep in it. Okay, that's how soft this is. Just so you know. Okay, and then Darla, the yarny owl lady, is still doing the pink pumpkins for this month for breast cancer awareness. So you can go on her channel. She gives you the instructions. You make your pumpkin and then you do a video and you can tag people. I've already tagged people and I plan on making a couple more, just, you know, for fun and for decorations for our holidays. So I'm going to make some bigger ones, different ones, but I am going to change this. I don't like the black stem. I think I'm going to do it in like a greenish brown type, you know, because I really don't care for the black. Okay, and what else? Oh my goodness. Callahan and Sadie are going to be here next month. They're going to be staying over with Krystal, helping her get ready for baby Olivia. So I get to go see and get them ham hocks from my baby dumpling. And then we're going to have Olivia. So then we're going to get to meet Olivia. And then Todd's, they're going to have their baby in February. So then we'll have another one. And that's not even counting the ones on Robert's side. They have so many babies popping out. Oh my goodness. There's babies everywhere. But it's fun. You get to go toy shopping again. And when my kids were little, I used to buy all the toys they wanted, but the ones that I liked too, that I wanted to play with. And then it gave me a reason, so I'd buy I'd buy toys. Thank you all for all, you know, going with the shout outs to everybody. Miguel at Who Knows is still trying to hit his 500. He's over, I think, 350 now, so we can do it. We can get him over his 500. And he was really sad the other day. He had somebody, I guess, had said something bad to him, and it hurt his feelings, and it was so sad. And I felt so bad, and I told him, don't let nobody hurt your feelings. Don't. Oh, and then Tommy Tanks. Tommy, and if you look up Tommy Tanks, he does fish tanks. He is battling stomach cancer. He did get some great news that the tumor has shrunk from the chemo. It's working. The tumor shrunk, but he was having his white blood cells, I think he said, was low. So that they're working on, but the tumor did shrink. So Tommy, we're all praying and hoping for you. And also, if you have a smaller channel and you need a shout out, I will be glad to do it. Just email me, leave a comment, let me know. I will do it. I will pass it on to the girls and have them do one too for their groups and everything. And then Neva and Ashley and I, along with Lisa and Connie and Krystal, there's quite a few. We're going to be doing the 80s collab starting at the end of the month, which is going to be on Neva's potiversary. So she is going to start that. We're going to be doing 80s clothes, 80s items, 80s this, 80, you know, everything's going to be 80s. And if you look up on Ashley, her channel, which I can't remember right now. My brain is fried. But anyway, I will get the information on there. If you look on there, she did a beautiful video about it. And she was all decked out in the 80s. She did a great thing. So I got to get my butt in gear and do my video for it. But I'm waiting on Neva to give... She's the one that's starting this for her potiversary, which is her 1 year. And so as soon as she gives the go-ahead of when we're going to do everything, when we're going to start, it's going to be a year-long collab. We're just going to be making things, showing what we've made. So it's going to be a bunch of channels you can check out, see what everybody made. Maybe we'll do a live with the whole group. I don't know. Who knows? It could be fun. So, you know, stay with us. We're changing things. We are bringing things together. The Yarny family that we've, not just even Yarny family, we are getting it where we have pretty much everything. Before, when I first started watching, it was groups. The homestead stayed with the homesteads. The crocheters stayed with crocheters. The, you know, fish tanks stay with the fish tanks and that kind of thing. But now everybody's kind of intermingling. And like I have the Pond Sanctuary. He does a live video and you can watch him. He talks about things that are going on. He has a group of people that they're doing collabs on. The farmers get together and they have, like I was telling you, their groups that they had a big thing and they were inviting everybody to come, that there's something for everybody to see at this. So this whole YouTube family is just great, that everybody's coming together from different ways, different items, different things that they do, learning a lot. You know, I'm learning about turtles, I'm learning about fish tanks, I'm learning about how they're planting their fields. I watched them shear sheep. I mean, and it's just a great thing. You shouldn't just stay in one item. You can never stop learning. If you learn one new thing every day, that is perfect, because you can never stop learning. Okay, always try to learn something new every day. Even if it's something small, just learn it. If you don't know how to cook, go in the kitchen. Look up a small recipe. Start small. Learn something. You can always do it. If you have never washed clothes before, ask. Do a load of clothes. Shock whoever is with you that you've never done clothes before. Okay? I mean, you can always learn. And the groups are amazing. I have met such wonderful people on here. Everybody is just having a good time, and I'm happy about that. I'm happy that we have a wide variety of things. I'm happy that even though with the mailings going up so high, that we are able to offer, like, if you're out of the country or in Hawaii where like shipping is crazy to go out of country, you can basically just do an e-card. So if somebody won a prize, we can do a $20 e-card or a $25 e-card or whatever. It's a gift card where you can go buy your yarn, where you would take a box of yarn and it cost you $100 to send it out. Not really, when you can just take that money and buy more yarn for yourself, right? So I just wanted to tell you that, give you some updates, let you know about my things I got in, and just to say that I'm so glad that you guys joined us on Sunday, and I will get better with the laptop. And then to also just let you know, I'm sending you hugs and puppy kisses, prayers for those who need it. I know there's a lot of people that really need it right now, you know, and I really hope that everything that you need gets helped. My little Callahan has a rash, and now it's going from his neck to his cheek. Sadie was afraid that it was roseola, but I went through roseola with Corey when he was small, which is basically baby chickenpox. But they have a fever for like 3 days and you cannot get the fever down. So finally, after, you know, you can't put them in cold water anymore like before to bring a fever down, what they told you, because the shaking will make the fever go higher. So they want you to use lukewarm water to give the baby a bath, cool him off, bring the temperature down. But after the second day, the fever still would not go down. The Tylenol was only working for 2 hours, and then bam, fever straight up. Took him to the hospital, had him in there. I stayed at the hospital the whole time. My mom would come. She would sit with them for a little bit. I'd run home, shower, change, maybe take a nap, come back, and then I would just lay there watching him. They had him all hooked up. And then the one day I fell asleep like this on the edge of the bed, sitting in a chair like this, and I heard him giggling, and then he started kicking me, and I looked up, and he was only about 6 months old. And I looked up, and he's smiling, all gums and big blue eyes. And then his whole pinkness had gone away, but he was covered in little red dots. I flipped. I'm like, nurse, help me, something's wrong. I thought he got something else. Well, then the nurse came in, and she goes, well, unofficially, it has to be told to you by a doctor, but that's basically roseola. They have a fever for 3 days, and then they bust out in little red dots. That's baby chickenpox. So I don't believe that's what Callahan has. I think he has a rash because he's drooling really heavy. I think he's going to teeth early. And so she was waiting to hear from the doctor about that. And then my little Kristen, Sadie said that she showed up and ended up getting shingles, which is a side effect of having chickenpox when you're a child. Usually it happens when you're much older, and she's pregnant. So me and her have been missing each other in between, but I'm getting updates through Sadie. And, you know, I know they're very painful. I've never had them, but I've heard they're very, very painful. So I don't know how they're going to deal with this, with her being pregnant and now having that. So I will keep you up to date on that. So thank you for everything. I just wanted to update you on everything and kind of just get a video out there because I haven't done one. We were having really bad storms from Sunday on, and today was the only day we didn't have storms. So we actually got out and did something. It was one day off he had that it didn't rain. So hugs and puppy kisses to everybody. Remember, adopt, don't shop. There's too many babies waiting to have a home. Okay, I will catch you later. Bye.